Hello, welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at 3 new releases kinda that we're going to take a look at for the Go Battle League. We're going to have 2 new Pokemon and the Community Day, which is one that I'm going to miss because I'm going to be on vacation during that time. But as you saw here real quick, it's Sprigatito, which is going to be a very interesting one, which I would love to showcase. I might still be able to showcase it in the evening when I come back, but that's literally the day I'm coming back from vacation, so it's going to be great, because it's going to be on the 5th of January. This Pokemon going to be an interesting one, because we know already that we're going to get its signature move, Flower Trick, already as well. Flower Trick here is going to be the signature move of this Pokemon. In the main CS games, it is a move that is always going to hit, hit a critical hit, which is going to be interesting as well. So basically, in Pokemon Go so far, critical hits kinda were shown as, basically a percentage to boost the own attack. So usually by 2 stages. For example, you have the move Night Slash having a 12.5% chance of getting a critical hit, or basically they're getting the boost chance on Pokemon Go, boosting your attack by 2 stages. This is basically on how critical hits or those side effects of moves got translated into Pokemon Go. So this might be a boosting move. We're not going to take a look at this one today yet, because we don't know exactly on how this is going to be implemented. But this move is going to come towards this Community Day as well for sure. But we will see on a later stage most likely how this is going to turn out. You're going to take a look here real quick at Meowscarada, what this Pokemon can do and how strong it's going to be, as this Pokemon is going to be a very interesting one, as we will see as well. With the addition of Frenzy Plant, which is definitely going to come for this Pokemon, you will see this thing actually has a lot of potential in the Go Battle League, which is nice to be seeing, because this Pokemon is actually quite squishy. Access to Leaf Edge, which is a solid move but not an overpowered move. But with Frenzy Plant, this Pokemon definitely has some potential. And thanks to Night Slash, you have some very solid pacing, as Night Slash is a very cheap move to get to. You only need 5 fast moves to get to this one, and then you need, I think, 2 more to get to the Frenzy Plant. And so, as you will see here, Frenzy Plant is going to be a huge upgrade for this Pokemon, allowing you to beat Pokemon like even the Dunsparce, making it a very solid meta option right now. And again, I would assume that Meowscarada is going to be maybe even better if it gets its signature move. The one thing that I don't like about Flower Trick is that it's a grass type move, which I feel like in terms of Pokemon Go doesn't make a lot of sense, because Frenzy Plant is already very strong, and also for the other 2 Pokemon, they also have basically boosting moves in terms of Scaladurge would have Torch Song, which guarantees gets an attack boost, which very likely going to be translated into Pokemon Go as well, being again a fire type move sadly. And we're going to have also the other one, forgot the name, Quaquaval, of course. Quaquaval or something like this is actually called. It's going to have the Aqua Step, I think, which is going to boost its speed in the main series games, which is going to be again an attack boost. So very likely that you're going to have here a Pokemon that has the potential to boost its own attack. If it's a 35 energy move, you might actually use it more than Night Slash, but then you're going to turn into a pure grass type attacker, which I could see as a problem as well. So Meowscarada is going to be an interesting Pokemon. We have to see on how the Flower Trick is going to be. But again, this Community Day is going to be on the 5th of January. This is the day where I come back from vacation, so hopefully I can still take a look at this Pokemon in the evening, but very likely going to be a bit later at least. As you're going to see as well, Meowscarada is going to be okay here against Feraligatr, against the Cresselia. You're going to be able to beat those boys, but it is basically all that can beat in the Old League. Not too great in the Old League. Very solid Pokemon for the Open Great League. But this is going to be it for the first checkpoint here, which is going to be Community Day again on the 5th of January for the Sprigatito here. Next one, we're going to take a look at another video, and we see here already Fidough. We don't know yet when this Pokemon is coming to Pokemon Go, but I can tell you already, it is a Pokemon that you want to take a look at. This Pokemon actually has a lot of potential for the Go Battle League, and while people joking in the comment section if it's going to be an 10km X3 tier rate there as well, or a 5-year ticket, it is neither of them. It is going to be a 20-year ticket now. We don't know how this Pokemon is going to get actually put into the game, but it's going to be an interesting Pokemon, and so very likely they're going to lock it behind something, most likely into raids or some stuff like this. But Fidough here is going to be a very interesting Pokemon. In this wall form, it's not great. As you're going to see as well, this Pokemon might have some potential in Little Cups though, which I could see. As a Charmer, it is a pure Fairy type Pokemon, same as the evolution, and has access currently to Charm, Body Slam, Play Rough, and Psychic Fangs, which is going to be very interesting. Bite as another fast move. but having access to a Charm and Psychic Fangs together is kinda overpowered, allowing you to, if you can farm down basically an opponent, you can just use Psychic Fangs, stop the opponent's defense, and do even more stab Charm damage. Plus, you're going to have a great overall stats. Like, this is amazing. If we're gonna take, like, for example, Wigglytuff, you have more defense than Wigglytuff. You have a better Charmer basically than Wigglytuff, as also here you have a cheap move to drop the opponent's defense stat, and this might be the best new Charmer in the game, which is going to be very interesting, which you see here already. This is the 0 to 1 shield scenario for the Dachsbun, and for Charmers, what is important is the 2 shields, and look on how strong this Pokemon actually going to be for the 2 shield scenario. Again, I'm a little bit sick by the way, if you hear that in my voice by the way, you're gonna see here as well, Dachsbun is going to be overpowered. Look at this Pokemon, it can completely destroy basically everything. And we're gonna see it here as well for the next slide. We're going to take a look at the Ultra League. This Pokemon is actually usable there as well. You need to have it at level 51 now. We're going to see here, this Pokemon needs a full XL variant as well of it, a 100% variant of it. And as you're gonna see again, of course, same moveset. But even in the Ultra League, this Pokemon looks like a lot of fun and looks like a really good one. And again, this is the 0 to 1 shield scenario. Let's take a look at the 2 shield scenario. Again, Psychic Fang is going to make this Pokemon so unique and mostly the best Charmer that you can have for the Go Battle League, as we'll see here. This is very likely a must-have Pokemon, especially for the Open Great League. Because even the Pokemon that you're going to lose against, Cloud Type, Poison Type, Toxapex, Poison Type, Sandslash, Steel Type, and Jumpluff. Jumpluff is more likely a very close matchup anyway. Let's take a look at the matchup real quick on how hard you lose this one. The opponent's always with 1 HP, so it's IV dependent. If you have most likely a little bit of an attack investment here or something like this, you might be even able to hit like a Charm Break point or something and then still knock them out or something like this. I don't know, they're still gonna start with 1 HP. But yeah, basically it is really strong, loses only really to 2 Pokemon off the top, 20 or something, which is ridiculous. This Pokemon going to be very strong. And then we're going to have North City Safaris. This is going to be, of course, very exclusive. Here it's going to be a text. Actually, it's in English. It's kind of great. Here, for example, Mumbai is one of them in India. But we're already going to see here Mudsdale. This Pokemon is going to be locked to this one. So if you're going to go to any of the Safari zones here of, Chile or Mailand or Milan would be, of course, then in the English-speaking countries there, Singapore or Mumbai, they're all at the same day as well. Feel free to send in some battles. This Pokemon is going to be very interesting. Mudbray and of course Mudsdale, the evolution of this Pokemon, are going to be pure ground type Pokemon, but they all have access to the move Mudslap, which got recently buffed quite a bit. Have Bulldoze, the Earthquake here, and the Body Slam, and Mudsdale I think have the exact same. Oh, they actually has Heavy Slam as well as coverage move, which I could see actually over Earthquake, to be fair. I could see Heavy Slam having some play, but as we'll see here as well, this Pokemon is going to be an interesting one. It is going to be a very solid Mudslapper, the Mudsdale, because you have a great pacing with Body Slam, but it's not going to be superior over something like the Shadow variant of, I forgot the name of it, Marowak. Sure, Marowak just going to be a little bit better than this Pokemon, but they still have some play. Like, it's not like that they are bad. Sure, Marowak very likely going to be a little bit better because you have Step Bone Club, exactly going to be better in most scenarios. But even against Malamar, you're apparently going to win this because you have a little bit better bulk than this, I guess. But yeah, Mudsdale definitely an interesting Pokemon. Can also reach VCP for the Open Ultra League, as you're gonna see here as well, and is going to be a solid pick for this one as well. So we have 2 new Pokemon that are very strong. Community Day, which is going to be interesting because of Friendly Plant, but also interesting because of the possible move there of like Flower Trick, which is going to be interesting. We have to see on how this is going to be. Could be something like a better Power Punch, which guarantees you basically to get an attack boost. Could be something similar, but currently every move that has a crit chance basically gives you not 1 stage but 2 stage of attack buffs. So we have to see on how this is actually going to work for it. But yeah, Flower Trick, interesting move here for sure. This is going to be it for this video. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about Flower Trick, what do you think it's going to be, and I will see you then. Bye bye.